Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 5. You made it. It is day 5 of SICSS-Howard Mathematica. It's day 5, but it's also technically like day 7 because we started this off over the weekend. So all the other sites are like all out of gas on day 5. Like SICSS-Howard Mathematica is on day 7. Okay. So I am since it's Friday's the last day, a little more relaxed. Got my SICSS t-shirt on. SICSS t-shirt. I think there's something on the back too. No, kidding. Just on the front. SICSS t-shirt. Threw a necklace on it. I'm heading into the weekend, ready to take a long nap. So I don't know if you're feeling that too, but I'm so excited that you all are going to get a break, some downtime before the fun starts next week. And we'll talk about the fun in a few minutes about what's going to happen next week. But I want to, as always, start by reminding you to be who you are, and as you are enough. What you have to give and the questions you bring to the table are enough. Take care of your biological, technological needs as they come up. Eat whenever you need to, on camera even so. I got strawberries here. You'll occasionally see me shove those in my mouth like a little chipmunk. Please eat. Go to the bathroom, hug people, get some sunlight, whatever you need to do. Turn off your camera if needed. Reminder that everyone is a student in this space. We take a student posture. No one is expected to be anything except who they enter into the space as that day. Set your personal intention for today. Start thinking about what your personal intention is for next week of the Institute. I can't say the whole Institute now because, we do need a SICSS-Howard t-shirt. It needs to say catastrophic Zoom failure on the front of it is what it needs to say. I'm here for that. Like if somebody wants to organize that, I am here for t-shirts. We didn't do it this year because we have to figure out everybody's sizes, and it's complicated enough to get everybody's addresses. So, but I'm here for t-shirts. If somebody wants to lead on that, I could probably get us some funding. So if somebody wants to lead on t-shirts, let's work on that. Set your personal intention for the day. I can't say the whole Institute because, we're over halfway there now, right? There's like 5 days left. So your intention for today, is there something specific you want to learn, a skill you want to begin to master or do? Do you want to just drink from the fire hose from which it is delivered? That's what I did. And revisit again after the Institute. Is it a collaboration that you're looking for on a project? Is it asking questions confidently? Is it practicing R? You can spend all next week on R. I think that'd be pretty awesome if you decided to do that, or a project, your choice. Set your intention for today. It can change tomorrow, it can change midday. It is yours and yours alone. Run your own race. Before we jump into our day, I wanted to share something with you all. So I attended the New York Academy of Arts and Sciences, did a workshop at my university out at Berkeley, and it had New York in the name, so of course I was going to go because I'm from New York. So not the cool part though, I'm from Long Island. The Humble PhD and postdoc workshop was what I went to early in my career, and what they told you is the first semester is where we learn to recognize common mistakes that often derail the career paths of students and postdocs. So that's like a great time to notice those things and to have that workshop. That's why they do it. So these common mistakes often include poor time management, failing to reward accomplishments for ourselves, succumbing to pessimism, and not taking risks. So those things start to crop up in that first semester and they stay with us. By recognizing these mistakes, they hoped that we would learn to maximize our potential and increase our career prospects. It was my first semester. I was not thinking about careers. I was just trying to survive statistics. Shout out to David Harding. That workshop has helped to define my life as an academic. Attend it if it comes to your school, or bring it to your school. That semester, my happy folder was born. So every semester I drag and drop things into an email folder, a desktop folder, and sometimes a physical folder so I can watch the things I'm proud of pile up, like physically. I hate to admit it, I still print things. So I print the internet. So I like to see that stuff pile up, and I can open it and look at stuff. I encourage you to take a moment today and count your wins from this week. It's not long ago that you were new in this space. Think about your new friends, think about your new confidence. I've seen a little swag from everybody, think about how far you've come and make sure that you pause and celebrate that. We are at the end of the first week. You will have survived and probably thrived a little bit, maybe in some moments during this Institute that probably scared quite a few of you. Okay, so we're going to drop the question for the day in the chat box for you. That is, who's your favorite female athlete and their sport? So if you notice all this week and over the weekend, our passwords for the day were some of my favorite Black female athletes. So I'd love to know, who is your favorite female athlete in their sport? I'm gonna throw in there, who's your favorite Black female athlete in their sport? Let's just throw that in there, okay? So let's blow up the chat box. Let us know. If you're not into sports ball, that's fine. Like, watch the names like proliferate, maybe look them up. I was a soccer player in college. So I'm always looking for reason to shout out amazing Black women athletes. So we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping before I describe our task for the day. Oh, I see somebody threw Allison Felix in there for track and field. I hear that. Yep, Serena Williams, queen of tennis. Yes, 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 I hear that. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. A reminder that our office hours are still running. So this is the last day of formal office hours. So we have 9 a.m. and 12 noon for Python, Stata, and R. You'd be surprised, that Stata is in there, but people get questions sometimes. There's some SPSS folks there too. Our TAs are multifaceted. So if you have a question, there's probably someone in that space that has an answer. If you arrive, just head to the room designated for the topic at the time. You only have to do that again today. All next week, our TAs will be on call. So you will get a list of email addresses, and you will be able to email them with your team's questions as they come up. This space will still be open. This platform will still be open. I will be sitting here with rooms open, hoping one of you will come. Everybody came last year. I was like surprised. Some people go off to their own Zooms, but no, everybody came here. You can set up meetings in a Zoom room here. Just come here and meet with your TA or your group or sort of whatever you need. But you'll have support in this space. The rooms will be open, and I will be here if you have questions. I want to thank our TAs for the day in advance, by the way. So Mary's back. We've got Bill again, Jeremy, Andres is back. Samuel, I think, is new. Catherine is new, and Lena is back again. So those folks are here. Make sure you say thank you, swap, hop in and say hi. They're here to help out today with this brand new assignment. So brand new that it didn't appear on the website until last night. And I think the instructor directions are there now. But I'm excited to introduce this absolutely positively brand spanking new assignment. And there's a spot on the bottom where we mentioned that it was workshopped here. So we're looking forward to your feedback so we can add on all your names. Like, thanks to all the people that helped us workshop this and gave us feedback. So excited to do that. Oh, I've got a pole artist here. Heidi Coker, pole artist. Love that. Thank you for putting that up there. Exceptional athletes. Got Shakari Richardson. Love it. All right, a reminder, I don't think I have to remind you because I think everyone signed up for Q&A for Q&A and office hours. So Q&A is for our lunchtime speakers, our panels, which we'll have one on Monday, one on Tuesday. And we'll go over our Monday at the end of the day today, but you'll have two amazing panels early next week. And then our lunchtime speakers, then our guest speakers in the evenings, early evening. So everybody is signed up for that. What you may not have signed up for is office hours. So if you look at the guest speaker sheet, which I think is the second tab, I think it's the second tab. Don't hold me to it. I think it's the second tab. Beneath the sign in, there's guest. You can sign up for office hours. If you forget, all you need to know is that I think there's like 5 slots for or something like that for each 10-minute slot. You can do it in the moment, but you'll just get some time with our speaker. So they never are upset if I'm like, oh, well, nobody's in office hours, you get your time back. They're fine with that. So if you're feeling tired, you just don't have it in you, make sure you get the email addresses of those speakers and you can reach out to them at another time. But we do have an opportunity for you to meet with our academics, our 4 guest speakers. So that's, let's see, Brandeis, Kyla, Karen, and Chandra. Next week, doctor, and doctor. So they'll all be here next week and you meet them in office hours. So we'll go over the schedule today. So since we are doing this new activity and you all will have access to and be engaged with some personally identifiable data, potentially, we added a session on for data assurance this afternoon to go through and make sure everybody has appropriately deleted stuff. So you'll also notice on the calendar at lunchtime, we have a special session, which you should be super excited about, on how to manage your data, how to set up like, data usage plans, security with data. Today is a data day. So slightly longer, so we can make sure that we've appropriately removed all that data from everyone's computer. I will try my best to keep that as short as possible. But in order to do this exercise, we needed to do that. Okay, so let's see. Let's do keep, start, stop real quick. And then we'll review the schedule. Our lunchtime leads today are Nayanthara and Grace for video 1, Asha and Gatamsa for video 2. We'll remind you later to hop into the speaker holding room about 10 minutes to 12, so we can have you spend some time with our amazing panelists. Okay, so let's take a look at keep, start, stop. Thank you everybody for participating. Keep TAs have been great. Glad you like them. Like I've told you all, having professional data scientists is something that only happens at our site. So I'm glad you appreciate it. They are so happy to be here and be a support. All the formats. Don't know what that means, but I love anything that has all the before it, like, you know, like all the shirts, all the puppies, you know, all the fruit. That's great. So thank you. Whatever that means, thank you. I received that. So let's go with start. Would love to have the TA make some public announcements that are applicable to all of us instead of repeating the same content for different groups. So as I've mentioned before, our TAs are here to support you when you arrive in the room. Sometimes that means they're repeating things. Sometimes that means they're splitting off and going to another room. They are not meant to take on a lecturing capacity. You know, they are not faculty members. And it gets a little chaotic, but I think that also mirrors this world that we're operating in here in this new skill set we're learning. So that in some ways that's by design. And we've gotten generally pretty good feedback from the TAs. They actually have a lot of fun running around and talking to all of you and repeating themselves. So we will take that into consideration, but I don't know that we can commit our TAs to take on a different role than what they do in their professional world. Not sure for start, please formally introduce the staff. They've been working pretty hard. Oh yeah, don't worry, we have a plan for that. So you all are going to get to meet them very soon. There are some folks that come in and out, some folks that are here all the time, but we have something special planned. They, for the most part at the beginning, are trying to allow us to hold this space for our participants and to allow that to be an unapologetically Black space. So they often choose to take kind of a backseat role until their coming out party, I will say. So that you'll get to meet them very soon. But thank you so much for that reminder. Everything is cool. Cool. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to stop. Jesse was great. However, it would have been more efficient to attend a lecture that we could all listen to. Unfortunately, you know, that Jesse is not a faculty member, and doing a lecture is not the role of the teaching assistants that so graciously give us their time. As I've mentioned, no other site has professional data scientists as TAs, so we try to limit their work to what they actually do in their real life. And then the Q&A session, again, you know, while I deeply appreciate that, we are structured in a way that leans into the time they have to give us and their expertise and such. What I would say, and I hope at the end of this, I will not be the only person that has organizer after their name. I would encourage folks to think about, if you see things that you're like, you know what, if I was going to do this, I do it this way, I will very happily spend time and talk to folks that are thinking about founding a site. We are trying to build a deep bench here at the Howard site, but I would be so excited to see folks found sites at other locations. I'm happy to give you a look under the hood, behind the curtain, and let you know sort of what's happening here and how we approach this. But I love the ideas for administrative changes, and we'll welcome the opportunity to advise any of you if you decide you want to do this. Also, finally, someone said, I appreciate having stated TAs, but as far as I know, they have not received any questions from us. You know, I'll be able to tell you that at the end, they fill out a report for all of us, for us at the end of every session. So I don't know if across all of our attendees, if there have or have not been stated questions. There were some last year. They are also available for SPSS for that reason. So we try to, so the stated TAs generally also cover R and Python. So it may just say Stata, but they generally, if you ask them, they have lots of expertise and generally a content expertise when they're with us also. I'm not seeing anything bad. Thanks, cool. But if you do, let us know. All right, so our next one. Anything else? So far, the experience has been great. I have had exposure to many topics and new info. Thank you. I'm addicted to this platform. Yes, I'm glad to hear that. I hope to see you all in it again next week. All right, let me get back to my notes. It looks like we're behind, but don't worry, I will catch us up. We're doing great. Okay, so we're going to review the schedule really quickly, and then I will fill you in on your breakout rooms for the day and give you a quick overview of our activity. So Merlin, if you could go ahead and share our schedule, that'd be great. Merlin is getting there. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like a Lego magician for Merlin. Here we go. Great. Okay. So the schedule for today, day 5 pre-arrival videos and corresponding slides are there as always. You all made it here, so the participant Zoom links work. 9 to 10, it was great to see more of you in office hours this morning. 10 to 10:15 logistics, running a little bit behind, but we'll catch up in just a second. 10:30 to 11:30, 10:15 to 10:30 introduction to the group exercise. 10:30 to 11:30, you're actually doing it. All those hyperlinks should be live now, both the participant and the instructor. Information for those of you who, again, want to look under the hood a little bit and see how we process things, scroll down for me, please, Merlin. Then you'll get a half-hour break. I will continue to give you those longer breaks. At lunchtime, 12 to 1, you'll have your bite-sized lunchtime talk with the research data management team. So we have 3 individuals that soup to nuts handle pretty much everything from helping faculty with giant data sets to planning for, if you have data that's required to be in a secure environment, security for data, all sorts of good stuff. So we have an incredible team in our library at Berkeley, and I'm always looking for excuses to have them come present. So you'll get to meet them. You'll get another break after that, 15 minutes. We'll come back and you'll jump into your afternoon activities for your group exercise. So I'm going to go over the schedule for the exercise, what you're meant to do at each part of the day. That's also included in the directions. But you'll have about an hour in the morning and then about an hour 45 in the afternoon for this exercise. No different than other exercises where there's generally a lot more than you can actually handle. But don't worry, this bleeds a bit into next week. So you will be doing the work of getting things set up and established this week, and the execution, or shall I say the deployment, will run Monday through Friday next week, Monday through Thursday, excuse me, unless somebody decides they want to start running it sooner. But the execution of this actually won't start till Monday. Then 3 to 3:15, another break. Then we'll have our group debrief and logistics. Scroll down a little bit for me, Merlin. Thank you. Great. And then we'll finish off with data assurance. As I mentioned, super important given what we're doing today, that if you're interacting with potential people that are going to be interviewed, we'll fill out our survey, that we remove all data. So we will spend a little bit of time on that. We've gotten some advice from Chris hopping over to the library on the best way to do that. You'll also get a takeaway sheet there for these type of processes. So we like to give you things to take away. So you'll have this information for your own processes when you're potentially dealing with personally identifiable information. Okay, so I want to send you on your way with some inspiration. So let's make sure we get all the rooms back. Sorry about that. Thank you, Merlin, for reminding me. I swear the breakout room closing always feels like it goes so slow. 35 seconds. I know we can change the settings. I'm just lazy. It's Friday. We're waiting on Suzanne. I think Suzanne is the only one that's still in the room. She's in Kelewele, waiting for everybody. There she is. Okay, she's back. Okay, everyone. So apologies, we forgot to show our inspirational video this morning. It actually comes from Nicole, whose project you're going to be working on. So it's very important that you see this. So please go ahead and screen share our recorded video, Merlin. Nah, the TAs, why don't you watch the inspirational video too? Everybody can be inspired by Nicole. Nicole Jenkins is the person whose project we're working on today. So we're going to watch a quick inspirational video from her.
Hello, 2022 SICSS-Howard Mathematica scholars. I know that while you're feeling excited about the journey ahead, you may also be feeling a bit anxious about learning something new. And this is how I was feeling at this point in the program. I just want to let you know that it's okay to feel that way. This is a fast-paced program, and some skills may need consistency in order to master them and fully understand them. It's okay to put yourself in the learning seat and the learning mindset. Just remember, you deserve to be here. You're not here by chance, but you were selected from a highly competitive pool of brilliant scholars. You are brilliant. You are bright. You belong. And the skills you bring are a valuable contribution to everyone here. So thank you so much for your participation in SICSS so far. I've heard that each team has deployed surveys and that we are still at 100% participation. This is wonderful news, and I'm so excited for you all and the experience you're going to have. Have a great day.
All right, everybody get to it. And I have to shout out, Lena has the coolest earphones in the world. It's like little cat ears. So I have to shout those out. Covet. All right, everybody, have a great time. See you soon. Thank you all for watching. For more information on SICSS-Howard Mathematica, visit our website, follow us on social media, and join our email list.